What's going on, folks? Thank you for tuning in to the new podcast, My Two Cents. In this episode, we're going to talk about the current events. I'm your host, Candy G. Today is March 2nd, 2026, and the world looks very different than it did 72 hours ago, folks. For decades, we were told by the so-called experts in Washington, are you kidding me, experts, and the bureaucrats in Brussels, that we had to manage Iran. Listen to that one. We have to manage Iran. We had to appease them. We had to send them pallets of cash in the middle of the night and hope that they would stop building nukes. Well, President Donald Trump just tore up that playbook and tossed it right in the Persian Gulf, folks. Over the weekend, in a coordinated strike with our allies in Israel, the United States launched Operation Epic Fury. Can you believe that? Epic Fury. This wasn't a proportional response or a symbolic gesture, folks. This was a decapitation of the world's leading sponsor of terror. That's right, I said it. You know, the supreme leader is gone. The IRGC Navy is at the bottom of the sea. And tonight, we're going to be talking about why this is a massive win for the American people, American national security, and why peace through strength is more than just a slogan. It's the new reality. Okay, let's look at the scoreboard. White House Press Secretary Karen Leavitt confirmed today that 49 of the most senior Iranian regime leaders have been neutralized. Just think about that for 1 second. In one day, the Trump administration did what previous administrations couldn't do in 40 freaking years. Are you kidding me? President Trump put it bluntly this morning. And what he said, I'm going to paraphrase, we are way ahead of schedule.
We're already substantially ahead of our time projections, but whatever the time is, it's okay. Whatever it takes, we will always, and we have right from the beginning, we projected 4 to 5 weeks, but we have capability to go far longer than that. We'll do it.
Let me just tell you, folks, he's not kidding. We've seen reports that the regime's command and control is in total shambles. All right? The IRGC Navy, they try to threaten the Strait of Hormuz, whatever it's called. You know, it's the world's energy artery. For the ones that, for you folks that don't know what that means that 20% of the world's oil travels to that strait. So guess what happened when they threatened that? Well, the U.S. Navy responded by sinking not only 1, but 9 of their vessels in just a few hours. The critics, and we know who they are, the same people who gave us the disastrous 2015 nuclear deal, are already crying, escalation. Are you freaking kidding me? But let's be real. Iran, I can't even speak. Iran escalated this years ago. They've been killing our troops with IEDs, targeting our allies, and as the president pointed out in his State of the Union, which, by the way, it was great. It was a little long, but I watched all of it. These Democrats are complaining how long it was. I watched the video today with freaking Joe Biden complaining about how long it was. He couldn't even speak. He was just mumbling. So he said that they were ahead of schedule and they were months away from a nuclear breakout. So that's what he said. Trump gave him a choice, right? The last time. He sent the envoys to Muscat, Oman, last month. He put a deal on the table. He basically told the Iranian leaders, no nukes, no terror, and guess what? No regime. You think they listened? No, because they were used to dealing with past presidents. Well, they chose the hard way. They thought they could stall like they always do. Well, folks, they found out real quick that our 47th president does not play games. All right, I want to bring in a clip from Senator Ted Cruz. I love that guy, who said that this is the single most important decision of the Trump presidency.
President Trump's decision to launch this decisive action against Iran is the single most important decision of his presidency. I think he laid out powerfully and effectively why he is taking this action. He is taking this action because the government of Iran is a profound and malign influence. They have been the leading state sponsor of terrorism for 47 years.
He's absolutely right, in my opinion. For years, the left has told us that if we ever stood up to Iran, it would start World War III. Look at the map, folks. Our Gulf allies, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, they're standing their ground. They're intercepting Iranian proxies, and they see that America is back in a driver's seat, baby, just like a NASCAR making those left turns in Daytona. This is the Trump Doctrine in action. It's not about endless wars. The president has been very clear that he wants our troops home, but he also knows that you can't have peace if a group of radical fanatics like those folks are over there are holding a nuclear gun to the world's head. It's just not possible, folks. Secretary of State Marco Rubio warned today that the hardest hits are still to come. Okay, this is just the beginning, folks. We're not just hitting targets. We are dismantling the infrastructure of evil. We're stopping the roadside bombs that have cost American limbs and lives for 2 freaking decades. About time. About freaking time. We're ensuring that the phrase never again actually means something when it comes to a nuclear Iran. And let me just say something to the people of Iran. The president's message was for you too. You know, he basically told them, take your government. We're seeing scattered celebrations on the streets of Iran tonight. Meanwhile, these freaking idiots in New York City are protesting in Times Square or wherever the hell they are. They have no idea. They have no idea what these people have been gone through. People are tired of the repression. They're tired of their oil money going to terrorists in Lebanon, Yemen, while they starve at home. This isn't just an American victory. It's an opportunity for the Iranian people to finally breathe, folks. Let's talk about what this means for us. You're at home. Yes, we're seeing a spike in gas prices, okay? Patrick DeHaan over the Gas Buddy says that we might see a 30-cent jump. You know damn well that the liberal media is going to use this to attack the president. Oh, gas is up. You know, they'll say, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Well, I want you to ask yourself this. He's 30 cents at the pump. Worth the security of knowing a radical regime can't nuke an American city or an ally? I will gladly pay the 30 cents more at the pump. Is it worth knowing that the axis of resistance is being hollowed the hell out? Well, President Trump has always said he'd put America first. And putting America first means ensuring our children don't grow up in a world where we're constantly blackmailed by darn terrorists. Wake up, folks. You also have the usual suspects in Congress, you know, the Masseys and the Pauls, talking about war powers. Look, I respect the Constitution as much as anyone. But when we have an imminent nuclear threat and a regime that has killed over 30,000 of its own protesters just this year alone, okay, folks, this is not the 50 years of the regime that they killed 30,000 people. They have killed over 30,000 Iranian citizens, their own people. The commander-in-chief has a duty to act. This was a surgical, decisive, and necessary strike. And I truly believe that. You know, the left wants to call this illegal aggression. Come on, folks. Really? You know what I call it? I call it keeping a damn promise. Trump promised no more nuclear Iran. He promised to restore the military. He promised to protect our interests. Well, folks, I only have to say one thing. Promises made and promises kept. Thank you, President Trump. As we wrap up today's episode, I want you to keep your eyes on the news, on the real news, not the fake news, not the silly liberal media. Stay away from CNN, MSNBC. The situation is fluid. Okay? Iran is trying to lash out with what's left of its missile inventory. They're using the old missiles, old technology from 30 years ago. I think they ran out. Not sure. But our Patriot batteries and the Iron Dome, they're holding the line, folks. Very strong. We're seeing a shift in the world order, my friends. The days of American apology tours are over. We have a president who understands that in the real world, bullies only respect one thing: a bigger, faster, and more determined force. Is that too hard to understand? Well, folks, thank you for joining us on this episode, on this My Two Cents. Stand tall, stay informed, and God bless our troops who are over there right now finishing up the job. See you next time.